All right. Hello again, everybody. Back with some Eulogy today. So let's recap. Last week we figured out a bunch of stuff about Nora. She is in love and protecting a witch by the name of Tiara. And we have an appointment with Natalia at the Rotting Cinema. Yeah, right, the leader of the Daughters of Blood. And they hate the Blades of Crowley. So our current lead is that Nora and Tiara are hiding with the Daughters of Blood. So, let's start. What is this? Session 3? Session 4. Session 4. Alrighty, let's get our stuff set up. Hope everyone's doing well. Don't mind the marks on my arms. My day job's in construction, and that's just the life. Play sheets. Here we go. And then, so last session I was talking about needing a conversation chart, and I might be able to see it better if I hold it up a bit. This is a conversation focus chart by the wonderful people at Mythic Magazine. They do a great job with stuff. Volume, I actually have the full volume over here. I printed it out, but volume 58, creating dialogue with NPCs. It's all about doing that. So we're gonna use the conversation focus to kind of help generate that sort of dialogue, especially today where we have such an important conversation and important sort of dealings today. So let's see here. What oracles could also help us with this? Descriptors, themes, actions, first look, character goal, initial disposition, moral occupation, relationships, connections. Okay. There's definitely some that could be useful here. The story ones are definitely very useful. Those I've been using for clues and stuff have been really good. And ambience is just all. The ambience is pretty good. I really like the ambience. So we are picking up. It is the start of a night. So we're down to 2. So we're going to need to go on hunt before we go into this conversation. Because if we're caught lacking blood, we are going to have problems. And Celeste she's doing all right. These past few nights have kind of kicked her down a bit. She's in the 3s for just about everything except blood. So, I guess our first step is that we're gonna go hunt. We're gonna make a hunt roll. We'll get some blood. Let's find the hunt rules. Nope. That's all experience. Try again from the beginning. That normally helps. Hunting. Yep. Seduction, manipulation, ambush, overpower. So, I think she's gonna troll down to the nearest bar and basically just try and get a guy to go up, manipulate someone out into an alleyway and try and feed from him. So we'll try that. Here we go. Hopefully nothing bad happens. On a roll. So what? May helpful feat. Body, mind, edges, considering feat that applies. We have aspects that apply. We don't have feats that apply. Well, I said bar, so yeah, actually, she's going down to a nightclub. Duh. Going down to a little nightclub early in the night, and let's see here. That is 12 plus socializing in nightclubs, 13. which is a flat success. And for hunting, feed and gain no rush. Okay, so we do feed, and now we have to, yes, we have to make a check. Let's see. To restore your blood, you must feed from prey you meet, hunt, or subdue. Roll with soul to stop at the right time. You're in the company infection-based connection, add +1. Okay, so now we roll soul to see if we don't kill someone. And that's a 12. And 12 is a flat success, which means also gain 3 blood but lose 1 rush. That's fine. That's fine, because we're gonna walk into this meeting pumped up on blood. We are ready to go. And since Celeste is punched up on blood, I'm gonna. That's right. I went out and bought Code Red Mountain Dew today just for this. Stay caffeinated, folks. Let's see here. How do we regain health? Regenerating health. If you're not wounded, true failures, flat. If you're not in the company, if you're wounded, clear the condition, gain 2 health. Otherwise, gain 3. Flats. Ooh, okay. So you have to make a body check and then see if you can heal. But it's all about blood, and we don't. I think we're not going to heal yet, and we're going to wait. We're going to wait for shit to calm down, because fucking after we deal with this mission from Queen Malia, I think we're definitely gonna. So it's gonna need time to relax, set herself up more profitably. Like we're established in the city, like we're doing shit, but we can't. Like we have to cool down. We have to get a stable thing for what money, resources, whatever. We have to get that established. So that's gonna definitely be another goal that we have. But we have a place to live. I probably should have made establishing ourselves a longer term goal, like probably punch it up to a 2. But we also have to locate Mira's missing ghouls, our vampire friend, who also is part of our lineage and clan. So because of that, that's another thing we have to do. And actually, so we go out, we feed. I think then we go back to our apartment that we share with Eddie, our favorite forced roommate. It's great. He's such a great guy, letting us live here for free, because vampire blood does that to you. It's a hell of a drug. But I think I'm gonna ask him to go, give him the names and info that we have for Mira's ghouls, and just have him go do some light investigation work. See if you can just track them down, see if anyone's heard of them, sort of thing. And what? He's a connection, but he's a what? Yeah, he's an affection based one. Sorry. Oh, that's cool. Affection based is for any restoring a meter. Okay, so professional adds look. So we'll roll for that later. We'll roll for Eddie doing something later and see if he actually comes up with anything. But it gives him something to do, and I think it kind of makes Eddie feel better, because we've got him magically manipulated, so he definitely needs to do it. So I'm gonna just write down Eddie goes looking for Mira's ghouls, because might as well have him do something, right? I don't think bringing him along will be very helpful. I'm kind of wishing I had made him more of an experience asset than affection, but I don't know. I think it's also great that Celeste's first thing was like, I need to make a friend, and so she quite literally made a friend happen. But yeah, so we're going down to the. We are going to. Where is my city sheet? Here it is. We're going to Eastchester. It's a commercial district with a rotting cinema. So maybe it's like an old, sort of old arts district. Yeah, old art district. Like it isn't prominent anymore, but it once was like this artistic district that was around and people cared about. So that's why there's this rotting cinema in the middle of a commercial area, because it used to be so like all this art and everything. So I think Celeste pulls up with her cherry red 76 Chevy Impala. Um, oh, do we bring the gun? Is it bad? I think we leave the gun in the glove box. And yeah, so Celeste leaves her gun in the glove box. We step out onto the street. It's a quiet night, quiet area, I think. And the cinema's there, and it's like it's got that old marquee, and it's got like the old like how old cinemas used to have like everything done with like all these light bulbs, having all the light bulbs set up and everything. So so we walk in, and I think that as we walk in, there's one of the Daughters of Blood in probably a like practical sort of sleek sort of suit, almost like something. I feel like they would wear something kind of professional. Maybe that's something I should roll on. What's action description? Yeah, let's roll on description. See like what this woman might be wearing. That's 6. Attractive. Okay. Like these are vampires. We figured they'd be attractive, but there. Oh yeah, there's nothing for like business. Like, is there anything else? Character goal, first look. Okay, experience. Let's no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, nothing for style. I'm gonna need to make a style chart at some point. I'm gonna have to make like a whole fucking stack of like charts that I use. Because they make my life easier. A little less brain power. It's fun. But anyway, so yeah, we go in and there's this woman there. I'm thinking short cropped hair, sort of like high class, like all like 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 an all red sort of suit, like a black undershirt, and she like has a clipboard because this has got to be like the assistant to Natalia, and we need a title for Natalia because there's no way with their like what we already established they have a rigid hierarchy. Where's our here it is. Daughters of Blood are tight hierarchy, and they're a puppeteering, so they're all about things from behind. So she definitely has a title. Let's see. There's got to be titles, right? The titles. Yeah, staple this thing. This rubber band shtick ain't working out super well. There we go. We're just gonna take that off. Boss, cousin, coworker, near. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. There's gotta be something. All right. What would be a good Daughters of Blood? Ooh, ooh. What about the title Sanguine? Sanguine Natalia. I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down. It's like sanguine, sanguinary, blood, and that's like the name they use. Natalia. Sanguine. That's probably not spelled right. Yeah. So this woman, let's give a what's her initial disposition to us? 3. Helpful. Oh, well, that's useful. Good. So yeah, we come in and this woman probably doesn't even take our name, just goes, yes, you must be Celeste. You're here for your like audience. That's the word I'm looking for. Audience with Sanguine Natalia. And we, Celeste nods through and goes, yep. I have important information on a, pertaining to a mission we're doing for the Queen. So we get passed through and we're entering into this like old theater where there's the rows of decay and like unused like seatings, and we're walking through and like there's dramatic lighting. I'm thinking lots of reds and purples like as backlighting, and then like full on normal stage lights, and the sanguine herself, Natalia. I'm thinking she's in this like I want to say she's in like this blood red cocktail dress, sitting on like a chaise lounge sort of thing, where she's trying to give off this air of above us. Like she's on the stage and we're brought to like the orchestra pit. It's been set up that way, so like we're in the we're so much more below that we're not even sort of viewable sort of thing. Yeah, they walk us past the audience into the orchestra pit, and she stands and addresses us, going, "You must be Celeste." We go, "Yes, we are." And I have questions about Nora. And we don't even know what clan Nora's a part of, do we? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I got it. She's part of the Queen. She's part of the Queen's clan, obviously, whichever that one is. Which I only have 1, 2. I have 3 for the city. I don't have a 5th. Yeah, we're rolling up another one. We're rolling up another. I think this is where we learn it, because she like perks up and goes, "Oh, the Queen's relationships." Yes, we're gonna roll on that one. 49. Nah, former coworker doesn't work. What? Daughter, fiance, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, girlfriend, mother, neighbor, professional, romantic, and sister, student, teacher. What? No. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like probably child, like her child. So let's do this up. All right, 38. So we got 3, which is forgotten Bathory. Forgotten Bathory. That doesn't work, but I do like forgotten for the first one. Nah. No. Okay, I've rolled 6 3 times in a row, so I guess it is Forgotten Night. Forgotten Night. Well, no, I don't need to put that there. I should probably put it down at the bottom. Lineage. Forgotten Night. I rolled 6 3 times in a row. If that's not the dice telling me the story, then I don't know what is. So yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, the Sanguine Natalia is like, oh, the queen's little protege. So we're learning that, which makes sense. You know that this makes sense. Nora was the queen's operator. You know, her protege. So she sent her out to collect this witch to give to the Blades of Crowley, and she fell in love with the witch and is now protecting her and has gone. We think she's gone to the Daughters of Blood to hide. Okay, so we're gonna. So yeah, I'm just gonna flat out ask her like. I think first I'm gonna make a. Do I want to use using magnetism on the leader of a faction in the city to make her think we're best friends will probably get me killed somewhere down the line because it's already pissed off vampires of equal status and age. It's definitely going to piss off someone else higher up the thing. So this is not a good idea to do that. But it is so tempting. It is so tempting. Just be like, bestie, just tell me, please. But no. No, we are going to try and roll charm. And if it's we're gonna she already agreed to meet us, so she's willing to talk. So we're gonna actually roll conversation focus on our handy dandy chart. So 99, no additional context. Nice. Roll meaning words. 46. Harsh. Nice. Assist. She's harsh and assisting, but with no. Got it. Got it. I think Sanguine Natalia just kind of leans into us a little bit on how like we don't understand the politics here. We are in over our heads. Who do we think we are? Just going around interrogating people, and just being overly critical of Celeste. And I think Celeste is gonna make a mind check. I think we make a mind check. Um, we get +1. And that is a 12. So that's a flat success. And when we get a flat success, we still have to pay the price. Shit. Yep. Aren't in control. Take events of stylish success and then pay the price. So, I believe we are preparing an advantage. So gain 2 rush. Actually, I'm actually going to cool my rush to turn my 1 into a 4. So that way I have a 15 and I get a stylish success anyway. And that will allow me to gain 2 rush and be back up to 4. Nice. Nice. So yeah. Yeah, so we don't get intimidated at all by this. We're not shook. We're just like, yeah, get it out of your system. Come on. But not like outwardly. We hold our face and we're just like very reverent and respectful to this elder vampire who after she's getting through like this harsh critique ends it with, but nevertheless I will assist you, sort of thing. Like, and that she actually knows where Nora is and what's going on. And let's do some yes or no's because I have questions. And then I guess we're gonna go. I need a better yes no oracle because I have small, unlikely, 50. I guess these are all going to be 50-50s. Is Nora and Tiara still in the city? 21. Yes. Does she know where they are? Yes. Is she going to tell us? Yes. But why is she going to tell us? Well, she is assisting us. All right, let's try conversation focus. 44. She wants to end the conversation now. Okay, so she's like, so she's talking to him, and she just goes, they're still in the city. I know where they are. She tosses the address to us in like a little envelope. And just goes, they're your problem now. I've had like, I feel like this is just like, I've had my fun. I have to go do something else. Like a big vibe of like not wanting to deal with more stuff. Like they've already been traced back to them, so they don't trying to distance themselves and be like, oh no, we weren't helping them at all. See, I'm helping the queen, helping her. So we have the information, and we're gonna find out where they went, because that's what this is for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we roll the d8, and if we get an 8, we make a new district, and then we have all the districts. And that's a 6. So they're in Middale. Wait, what? What? Blades of Crowley. Did the Blades of Crowley find them? Oh, I feel like that's a... All right, we're rolling yes or no. Did the Blades of Crowley find them? 16? No. Okay, so they're under their nose. So, okay. So Nora and Tiara are in Middale. Blades of Crowley don't know. Okay, so the Blades of Crowley don't know, and she wants to end the conversation, so she dismisses us with that, and we have to get in our car. So we quickly nod and leave, and get in our car. Celeste grabs her gun out of the glove compartment, puts it back on, and we're gonna drive to the address. So I think at this point, I feel like we get another 2, things, because we've gotten there, and we have found her once again. So now what? We roll up. I guess we roll. Are they there? Yes, that's a 10. So yes, going with the 50-50. Do we get their side of the story, or do we call it in? I think we make a soul check, and if we fail, we call it in, and if we pass, we're gonna go talk to them and get their side of the story. And I think that's just how it's gonna how it works, because this is like making the choice based on what would be beneficial to Celeste's mind, in all honesty. Like, is she gonna feel good or bad about this, depending on what she does? So that's what we're gonna go with. And we got double 9s, so that is a flat success. Or no, that's 17. That's a stylish success. So what would this do? Overcoming an obstacle, preparing an advantage. I guess preparing an advantage, that's what this feels like, definitely. So we gain +2 rush. And because of that, I think Celeste kind of breathes out, wants to go get their side of the story, because the queen doesn't know she's still in the city, as far as we know. And we could be wrong. Celeste could definitely be wrong in that, but I think we go and we just try and talk to them. So I think she goes up to this, house, apartment? High house, low apartment. House. So we go up to this house, like a single family home on this, this residential neighborhood of like a city. And she just politely knocks on the door. And I guess when they say, like, don't, I would assume they don't answer. So she knocks on it again, goes, Nora, Tiara, I know you're in there. My name is Celeste. I just want to talk. And I think at this point we'll roll charm to start. 14. So it's a flat success. So we're going to gain 2 rush because we're... No, 1 rush because it's overcoming an obstacle, which is getting in the door. And then pay the price. And that's 34. Consequences of an earlier choice face. Obviously. I think someone's going to recognize our car. So mask is going to go down a little bit. Like someone, a cop might be trolling by and might like have looked at our car. Something like that. Some sort of consequence. I should throw that really on loose threads, shouldn't I? Like I know loose ends are questions. But like I broke into a thing. I feel like that's just like I feel like that's gonna be part of it. But so we go in and we sit with the 2 girls, and I imagine like what? So first let's give initial dispositions and first looks. First look at Nora, 26. Attractive. Makes sense, vampire. And for Tiara, 44. Well, she really only used random scenes at checks and stuff. Kind of flash. Oh, I'm thinking like like big gaudy witch jewelry. Like she's got the pentacle hoops, and probably like crystal necklaces and stuff, which all probably do actual things. And their disposition, 50. Wanting, and 33. Indifferent. So I think maybe Nora is giving off a very indifferent vibe to us, and Tiara is like wanting to understand what's going on here, why I'm here, and what's going on. So I think, I think we just start by like explaining ourselves. Celeste just goes, "Look, Queen. Well, what's the Queen's name? Queen Malia sent me to find you, Nora. She believes that you have betrayed her, that you're going to betray her sometime soon, and as I'm assuming it has something to do with Tiara, the witch that you have accompanying to you." And I think at this, like Nora's eyebrow goes up, and we'll see how she responds. And that's an 80. No additional content. So not helpful. 22. Colorful. Oh, no, I think that's what it is. I think she like gets up in anger and starts cursing Celeste out. She's like, "You bitch, you fuck, how the fuck dare you? Fuck it, this, that, and the other thing." And I think in response to that like Tiara like kind of like grabs her arm and tells her to calm the fuck down. And we'll see how she wants out 3. And she agrees with me, I think. She's she's like, "Look, you're right. You figured it out. You found us. What's going to happen now?" And I guess I look to them and go, I'm gonna have to look at Nora and be like, hey, are you protecting Tiara because you were told to like hand her over to the Blades of Crowley? And let's see. 55. No. So that was wrong. It's like, okay. Oh, is it because the queen wants to embrace Tiara? Yes. Okay. 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 So the queen was gonna embrace it. She was gonna embrace her, and the two of them are in love, so she doesn't want her to lose her humanity. Oh, that's such a ooh. Like, okay. But I'm bloodied by the queen. Shit, that's right. I think I lie to them. I think I make a charm check to lie and like convincingly tell them that they need to that like I'm not gonna tell them, and then I have to leave because like not only was I told by the queen to find the traitor's plan, stop it, it's also not like, oh, she's gonna hurt the queen. It's like, oh no, you're actively like stopping the queen from doing, and I feel like that's something, or maybe like the soul check before, but I didn't do a minor. Well, I did get a 17, so it wouldn't have mattered. Mm, like, but if I don't do this for the queen, ooh, I was just supposed to find out and stop it. It's like, oh, but to stop it would be like stopping. So either I can fail the mission and not stop them, or I can choose to stop them and complete the mission. Fuck. Oh man, man. I think I think since we're in here and we've found everything out, we'll get a couple more ticks. I'm gonna ask Nora if she even has a plan to get out of the city. Like, do you even have a plan to get out of the city? No, 64. So she's just shuffling around in the city. That's why she's just been shuffling around the city. Like, I guess we asked Tiara. It's like, hey, do you want to become a vampire? And she kind of does. Like, 47, so that's pretty. That's close. That's very close to the no threshold. But like, she kind of does. Maybe it's just to be with Nora, and they be of the same lineage. It's like, all right, I'm going to roll charm to try and get Nora to agree to bring Tiara in and ask for forgiveness and to see if that'll work. And how does cooling? I want to make sure I did it right. I just did the normal Iron Sworn way before, but if I'm right, um, do 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 do. Yeah, rush. The action roll if your rush is higher than one of your die, you may cool your rush to use its value instead of one of the dice. When you do, all right. So we have a 6 and a 3. And if I do a 7, cool my rush to 2. We get 13, which is a flat success. So, I Yeah, we'll gain 1 rush from being in control, and then we need to pay the price. 32. Consequences of an earlier choice. Deteriorate 1 meter. Oh. I'm gonna go with mask again. Like, our car is out on a street, probably, that it was only a couple days ago, so that story's getting out. They're starting to look for things, gathering evidence. So we're gonna need to do something about that. But we do manage to convince Nora to come back, and I think that's gonna give us our final 2, and we'll be able to have like plus 10 when we do this, because that's how missions work, right? Fulfilling a mission. Injured, include your mission roll, number of boxes filled in your track for the mission, ignore any other bonus. Stylish success, 16 plus 10, 26. So yeah, stylish success. You and any allies who committed to this mission gain experience, trace your reward on the most appropriate track. So this was a 2, and I think this is going to be renown. So we're going to gain 2 things of a diamond for renown. And the mission remains supernatural being and renown. Yeah. Was meant to bring you close. Okay, yourself. Yeah. So yeah, so we completed that, and I think we then go back. We go, all right. I think if we can do this, we can go back, and I'll just take them to the. I'll call David, who's the enforcer that we know, and be like, hey, hey, David, I found Nora and Tiara. They're gonna come in. They're gonna come in peacefully. He's like, all right. And we go back to the lighthouse. We go back to that, that court sort of setup that the Queen had, and like we go in with them, and David and Lila are there, and they're both just like, no, just them. You stay out here. You go have a good night. You should probably deal with that. You should probably just go have a quiet night. The Queen thanks you for your service, sort of deal. And I think that's where we're gonna end this night. Like, we have a few things we have to deal with. Like, we have to deal with our car. Maybe we go get that painted. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like, just all the threads and thoughts that we had, and then it's like, no, that's not actually why. It's actually that she wants to turn her into a vampire. The Blades of Crowley are just petty douchebags, I guess. Yeah, so I guess so now we know Nora and Tiara is going to become a vampire, I guess. And we'll have to find out what happens later. But we have other missions to do. We have to locate the ghouls, and we have to establish a beachhead. So we have to really, get ourselves locked in. And I think with that, Celeste gets back in her car and drives back to her apartment in, where was it? In North Springport, and just drives back to the apartment where Eddie is. And that's where we're going to call it today. So have a good day, everybody. Enjoy your week. Bye.